Welcome viewers to a new series of book reviews by Strands publishers. To begin with, we are featuring the book of Shortlist. And the book I am reviewing today is The 7 Moons of Maali, Almeida by Shehan Karunatilaka. Shehan Karunatilaka was an author to watch for when I witnessed him receive the DSL prize in the 2012 Jaipur Literature Festival for his novel Chinaman. Once I began reading it, I was hungry to find out more about this young novelist from Sri Lanka and how he got this entirely fresh voice. I saw the rise of a novelist who could be Sri Lanka's answer to India's Salman Rushdie. It might not have been an easy journey for him, but The 7 Moons of Maali Almeida has even more to offer, as he seems to be on a deeper journey of self-discovery. The novel pleasantly surprised me in each scene, each page, each sentence. Chinaman had in fact kept me under the impression that he was one of those rare kind of fully accomplished writers by default, with nothing more to work on in order to make an impression in the global sphere. This new novel doesn't contradict me, but makes me rethink how the journey in craftsmanship can always take totally unexpected routes. I would say that this is a novel that new writers could always look up to on several levels of perfection. The book revolves around the complicated life of a freshly dead photographer whose death is as much surrounded by mystery and risk as his life had been. Many might take this as just an afterlife rumination of a ghost with some horror or thriller aspects thrown in, but that's just one aspect of the novel. It's richly layered with the inimitable descriptions of the invisible afterlife. The multiple perspectives from the narrator's varying levels of inaccessibility to the living world provide a vantage point from which one can access, in such brilliant flashes at times, the deeply disturbing political and personal lives of Sri Lanka. Like in The Trees, Karunatilaka manages to spice up the eerie atmosphere with a rare kind of humor and suspense. There is so much attention to details and precision at the sentence level, something that Karunatilaka seems to enjoy working on with his copywriting expertise. Plot-wise, the novel is perfectly crafted. There is an element of suspense from the beginning itself when the narrator finds out that he has woken up in the world of the dead and that he can't figure out much about the sequence of events that had led to his death or murder. There are only a few people that he cares about, and by following them, he manages to retrieve crucial details about the dangerous life he lived as a photographer, whose work documents the Sri Lankan Civil War and the horrible atrocities carried out by the ruling class and various organizations. The fact that his life as a gay man in a society where the only option for sexual companionship can be found in the unimaginably risky circumstances add more tension to the narrative. Though Maali as a narrator is full of attitude and tall claims, qualifying him to be in the category of an unlikable protagonist, there is a lot of life and energy in him that the readers are apt to follow all his actions and words, looking for clues to solve the mystery. Karunatilaka has made a reference to George Saunders' Booker-winning novel Lincoln in the Bardo, which also explores a similar world with shape-shifting spirits. Someone who would have found that kind of a leap of faith in narrative technique quite exciting would love this novel as well. However, apart from this similarity in the world of the dead, they aren't really much comparable in their plot, scope, and themes. What I found even more similar to the narrative technique was the movie Enter the Void, directed by Gaspar Noé. I visualized most of the novel from the perspective of the dead narrator, as if the camera had a very unsettling angle from above, which is what Noé did so effectively in the movie. The movie also has the POV of a spirit figuring out what actually leads to a horrible event. The Seven Moons of Maali, Almeida, is going to remain an important book about Sri Lanka at a specific point in history, but achieving a lot more in its originality of narrative perspective, seeing reality through a tilted lens, the way Midnight's Children has done, if you would forgive one more comparison that doesn't do full justice to this brilliant book. I see this as a strong contender for the prize as well, because it's new in every sense and takes novel writing of our times several steps forward to the future. If you're enjoying the Strands book reviews, please subscribe to this channel. I'll be coming back with a new review from the book Shortlist. Until then, happy reading.